Did you know that this deck of cards has a built-in magic trick? Well, if you watch till the end of the video, I'll show you how to do it yourself. This is our Lofi Mix Volume 1 deck of cards. It was produced by us here at XDecks and has several details that many don't notice at first glance. I'll be making a video later that shows you all the hidden Easter eggs in this deck. But for now, let me show you the trick. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to show you a trick called Fully Developed. Now, Fully Developed gets its name from a movie called Now You See Me, and the catchphrase there is, the closer you look, the less you see. And that's very true of this, and in photographs, where if you don't let it fully develop, you don't get the whole picture. So without further ado, I'm going to begin. So I'll take a fully shuffled deck of cards, and I'm going to make a prediction for myself that you are not allowed to see. I'm going to put it over here on the side of the table. So it'll be in eyesight, but you're not allowed to see what it is. I'll give the cards a fair mix and then allow you to make a selection. Now the whole point of a prediction trick is that I'm going to feign or pretend like I know what the future is, like I know what card you're going to pick, as if I didn't know already. But that's just kind of how magicians work. So let's give you a fair choice. I will cut the cards and you can just tell me where to stop. There. Okay, you can stop there if you want. If you don't, if you were here in person with me, I would allow you a second choice. So let's just say you said never mind. Stop there. Okay, cool. So this is going to be your selection. Remember that card for me, okay? Don't tell me what it is. Remember it. I'm going to put it right here so you can see it, and I'm going to mix it into the deck so you can put it anywhere randomly. Push it in. You can see it's in the middle, so you can actually see. Is that how you do it? There we go. Push that card in. Give it a couple of shuffles. Mix it up, and don't allow me to know where it is. See, the thing is, I've had this prediction over here, even after you've selected, or even before you selected the card, and I'm going to turn it into a camera. If it were a phone, I would take it like this and take a selfie with it, but I can just hold it like a camera and snapshot it. And if I've done this correctly, I believe I got your card. So that should be, oh, wait, hold on, that's the king of, like I said, the photograph. It hasn't fully developed yet. You think it's the King of Hearts, but it's not really. So if I were to look at it here, actually, if you were here with me, you could do this, but you can shake it like a Polaroid picture. Everyone knows the term. So you could shake it, have the picture try to fully develop. Sometimes you have to leave it under dark spots, but if I've done this correctly, you can see that your card is now developed, and there would be your selection, the 2 of Hearts. All right, thank you guys so much for watching Fully Developed, and since you've stuck around till the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to do it. So you're going to need a little bit of setup, but the setup you're going to need is just to have the King of Hearts card that comes with our Lofi Volume Mix deck, and it can be anywhere in the deck you want, so it really can be anywhere random, and the 2 of Hearts is going to go on top of the deck. Now I will say that if you know how to do a card force already, you can do your favorite card force, and then you're already one step ahead, but if you don't, I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. And so for my card force that I'm doing, I'm leaving it on the top of the deck. So I'll do a couple of false shuffles if you know what those are. So falsely shuffle the deck to where the top stays the same. And I'll even show you what that looks like with the card face up, so you can see that the card stays face up the whole time. Essentially it's staying on top. You're controlling the card. So you control the card, the 2 of Hearts stays on top. Your King of Hearts can be anywhere in the deck that you want. And what you're going to do is you're going to say, hey, I'm going to make a prediction, and you're going to go look for the King of Hearts, but don't let your audience see it. So I found the King of Hearts, put it in their eyesight where they can see. That'll be like my little prediction. And so then something that helps me get away with shuffling the 2 of Hearts in is something called an overhand shuffle. So if you guys know how to do this, you just make sure that your 2 of Hearts is on the top, and I make sure it's the first card to go. And this looks really messy and mixing up to people, so it's really convincing. And I go through the whole thing, but now, if you noticed, it's on the bottom. So the way to get it to the top is just to overhand shuffle again and retain that bottom card until it's the last card you peel into your hand. So just make sure you don't pull more than 1 card at a time for the very bottom one. So you've gotten the 2 of Hearts back to the top. Now a card force that I do, and I can teach you guys how to do it later if you don't know how, is just called a riffle force. And so all I'm doing is, if you know how to do a swing cut, you swing cut the top half, so the 2 of Hearts, into your dealer's grip hand, and then you catch a pinky break in the back so that the deck looks like, I'm trying to get around my mic, looks like that. So I'm actually holding a break in the back with my pinky. But from the front side, if I were to hold this again with my middle and my thumb, I actually hold the break together in the back, but I'm holding it together in the front. So what you see is a deck of cards straight together. Now all I do is I riffle down the side with my thumb, and then whenever you call stop, I will just actually lift up to where I have the break of the 2, and I'm controlling that card. So You can use that in other tricks, but it's really easy to, or it's a really good one for this one. So I'll riffle through, and if they change their mind, if they say they don't want this one, I'll put the cards back on top and just tell them when to stop again. And so you can just kind of say stop whenever, and you can just lift up to that position, kind of do it quickly and they don't even realize. And you can show them the 2 of hearts. Now you don't have to look at this, but you know they've picked that card. So once you can also do whatever control you want. So if you don't want to do that kind of force, just essentially force the 2 of hearts on them. The other way to do it, in case I haven't explained it enough, is you just, or not the other way to do it, a clearer way to do it, is to swing that packet over, catch the pinky break, and you really want to make sure that these are flush as much as they can to the spectator. Or as much as you can get them to look to the spectator. So they have picked the 2 of hearts, and then what you say is, okay guys, so put that back in the deck wherever, and it really can go back in the deck wherever you want, because you're not going to need to go get it back again. So what you do is you shuffle it in, blah, 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 make them think that you're mixing it up and need to go back and get it. And then you go, all right, but I've had this card here the whole time. It's been my prediction. And I've just added this recently, but you can pretend, like, take a picture with it as long as they don't see it, and take like a selfie, or pretend to take a selfie, or you can hold it like this and pretend to take the picture. And so what you want to do is when you flip it over, when you turn it up towards yourself. Or if you've placed it in a spectator's hand or something, you want to take a look at it yourself. Don't let them see it yet. And make sure when you grab it, the way this King of Hearts is printed is it's got one, tapping the wrong side. It's got one photo here and one photo here of a Polaroid that's been developed and not developed. So when you pick it up to show them, you want to hold your index finger and your thumb behind it over top the one that's revealing it, and go, so this isn't your card? Obviously they're going to see this and go, well, that's not the 2 of hearts. It looks vastly different. You go, no, the trick hasn't fully developed yet. Look at that picture in the king's hand. And so then you can hand it off to the spectator, and if you have them hold it right, they can put their index finger and thumb over this without knowing and shake it for you. Or you can say, well, that doesn't seem to be it. So then when you're looking at the card again, you kind of turn it this way, you look at it again, readjust your fingers so that you're holding the index and thumb over the non-revealing one, shake it, do whatever magic trick you want to do to make sure it's revealed, and then you show them here, actually look at that picture again. There should be the 2 of hearts. And that is how you do the trick fully developed, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you guys enjoyed this one, I'll teach you how to use the reveal in the Tsukuyomi deck, which is another deck we printed. So thanks so much, guys. See you in the next one.